Hi Aquarius, welcome to your What They Aren't Telling You reading. King of Cups, there we go, Pisces. Um, this is for April. It is intended to be a romantic love reading, also taking into consideration what we are all dealing with right now with the pandemic assignation, as it were. We're all kind of dealing with that Ronageddon, as I call it. So I'm sure that is factoring in here as well. That's not lost on me. This may resonate with yours or your person's moon, rising, or Venus sign. Everything else, check the description box below. All right. So what aren't they telling you, Aquarius? What are they not telling you? Aquarius, April. King of Wands. Okay. That could be Leo. Four of Cups. Strength. That could be Leo also. King of Wands. There's Sagittarius. Judgment. Cancer, Scorpio, or Sagittarius. Justice. That could be Libra. Hermit. This could be Virgo. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. 4 major arcana out of 8. Okay. 10 of Wands. Alright. So this is pretty heavy duty for the Aquarians that I'm reading for. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Judgment and Justice. Alright. What's this Four of Cups about? Because okay. This is Four of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Oh, what's this Strength card about? The Hanged Man. There's Pisces. We saw that King of Cups fall out too. That's Pisces. So we've got, we've got self-care here, obviously. But, I mean, this is someone that's kind of just doing their day-to-day, taking care of things. Things are going along as they should, as much as they can. Okay, what's this Judgment about? Looks like someone's processing, or someone's just kind of having to do the best they can right now. This is Judgment. 10 of Wands. This is King of Wands about? Aquarius. This is King of Wands. Page of Cups. I like that. This is Justice about? The Hierophant. Alright, you've got someone that's kind of focused on other things right now and what's going on. They can't really give much to this connection. So that, I mean, globally, we've got someone that might be the reason why they've kind of like backed off. Obviously, everybody's backed off from everybody, right? But this is somebody that's Oh, it's going to take some time. What's this Hermit about? This is 10 of Wands. We got 10 of Wands twice here. What's this about? 10 of Wands. Tower. Okay. This is someone that, for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, this could be somebody that's not wanting to tell you all that they're kind of dealing with right now, like almost like they're trying to protect you. This could be a situation where you two have just started, and before it even got off the ground, Ronageddon hit, and you kind of had to do your own thing in your own dwelling or your own space. So that's on hold for now, and they've got other things they're dealing with. And this is someone that might be telling you that, you know what, there's just a lot going on right now and I'm having to deal with. And they're kind of, this is, for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, that's where their focus is. It's not that they're kind of forgetting or ignoring you. They're accepting that the way things are right now, and that you have to do your own thing and they have to do their own thing. But it doesn't feel like this is ending. It feels like things are as they should be, and they're doing the best they can day to day, while they've got bigger fish to fry. What's this King of Wands about? This could be Sagittarius. What's this King of Wands about? This was gonna jump when my hand was, so there it is. 2 of Wands. What's this King of Wands about? The Devil. All right. That could be Capricorn. So, this, perhaps there's a lot you're not telling them. Perhaps there's not there. This feels like somebody that you're just getting to know, and this issue hit. They've got a lot going on that they're not telling you about, and perhaps they're getting divorced and their focus is on that. You're still keeping your options open. If you aren't, you should. And this is you getting to do your thing while someone that you're interested in now is taking care of their own life. And it's the perfect time, not perfect time, but they kind of have to. We all kind of have to at this point. But their attention is elsewhere, but you still are holding interest for them. It's just that they can't do much about it right now. So they're like, well, they are fully accepting that this is going to take time. And if they're honest, they're glad because their focus has shifted. They're interested in you, but their focus is having to shift to dealing with quite possibly a marriage that ended and other things that they're having to deal with since Ronageddon hit. So this connection with you is not taking the forefront right now. They're prioritizing other things, but the interest is there. This is just someone that's trying to handle their life right now. And it looks like you two are in agreement. Like, it doesn't look like there's anything that offends you about this. For the Aquarians that I'm reading for, this is kind of, you're just like, yeah, I get it. I've got my own thing I got to deal with. I've got my attention kind of trying to put out fires and manage things and whatever. And this person that you're talking to has the same thing going on. So you two get each other. There's no discrepancy here. This is not somebody, for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, they're not keeping anything from you. This is honestly, if we're talking about you're kind of, the Aquarians that I'm reading for, you're in a pretty good position to be pretty selective and choosy about what you want. You are definitely you are definitely your own person. You are calling the shots in your life. You're doing your own thing. You're okay with where you're at, so you're okay with your person being okay with where they're at or struggling where they're at. You two can't get to each other right now. You can't really help each other. Um, all you can do is kind of be supportive of what they're going through and same, but there's no expectations here. The expectations for each other are very low because you both have an understanding of what you're going to. This is somebody that is your peer or your equal in the sense that this is not a power differential in the relationship. For the Aquarians that I'm reading for, you're really comfortable with who you are. You probably feel an emotional connection with this person that's Cancerian, but um, you're okay with doing you. Um, this is not somebody that you're going to be asking too much of because you're prioritizing your own things and you're letting them deal with and prioritize their own things. I think you know that it's best for you to do that, to give only a little effort, because if you give any more than that, it's going to be toxic. Um, you might be kind of, it's not ideal. Maybe you want to be getting this person or getting to know this person more, but you're not going to force it because you, for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, you have learned, or you just know better than to stay. You know, to stay in your own lane and to worry about you. And if this person's got a lot on their plate that they're dealing with, you're supportive, but you're not trying to fix it because you can't. You didn't create it. It's their life, and you're letting them do their life. This is not somebody that you're. It doesn't. This doesn't feel like you two are really intertwined or interconnected. It feels like you have a mutual admiration and interest, but you're letting them do them, and you're firmly doing you. So there's no disappointment here. There's no feeling like they're not telling you anything. If anything, they're not telling you all that they're going through because there might be some, like they just don't want to. It's just not appropriate. They don't want to overwhelm you. They've got other issues that are coming to the fore that they're trying to resolve. Maybe there's some legal issues for them that they're trying to deal with, but they don't want to burden the connection with that. It's honestly, this is kind of respectful. Like, this feels really respectful. It's like two people that are together or are in, I shouldn't say together. You're interested in each other, but things, because the way they are now, you're each in your separate domain, and you touch base and there's interest, but you both are very wisely attending to your own lives until all of this blows over. I think, though, your person, Aquarius, is secretly glad for. Well, no, I shouldn't say glad, but I think that they're really making use of this time to handle other things in their life. Like this kind of forced separation, or you two being not together, you two having to be in your own dwellings, they're really taking advantage of using that time to wrap up some things that have been lingering or they've just been too busy to handle. And I don't mean cleaning the house. I mean, legal issues specifically. They're really dealing with some, and this too is, they have no expectations because their focus right now is on getting themselves and their life kind of straightened out. So they have no expectations or demands on you. And this is good. This is two people that respect each other where they're at and are just kind of keeping the communication open. There's no disappointment or sadness here. We've got somebody scrambling trying to handle their life, but they're not burdening the connection with that. Like, they're not letting you in on that. They're not really talking to you about it. They're just talking about other things, or you're just kind of doing your day to day, but you don't really know a whole lot about them. That's by design. They kind of don't want you to know all that they're dealing with or going through. They are kind of private about it and want to just handle it on their own and not really you know, have that be a source of drama or conversation. This could be a new connection, or it could be someone you've been dating for a while, but it feels like you two aren't that involved yet. It feels like someone's really working on cleaning up their life, and that's where their focus is. But you two you're both interested in each other. But you're giving them plenty of space, and they're taking it, and they're dealing with themselves, and they're not needing, they're not grabbing after you, which is nice because that complicates things, makes it draining, makes it this. And you've got some pretty firm boundaries too, because you've been there before, and you're like, I don't want to be needed. Just because I'm a fixer doesn't mean I want to fix all the time. What else for Aquarius? Seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down, and that's not always easy to deal with. Interesting. What else for Aquarius? What would Aquarius' person deal with? For some of you, that could mean that this is an ex, and you two are dealing with each other very civilly and respectfully on what to do about the kids. But as far as any kind of emotional connection, we've got someone dealing with their emotional issues about this in private. But other than that, I don't know about that, because this is somebody that's trying to deal with their own life and not complicate things, not bother you with it. And this is someone that really feels like, you know, in time everything's going to be okay. I just don't know when that will be. So they're more than willing to give you space, and they're glad that you're giving them space. What else for Aquarius' person? I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. Another sort of, I guess, indication that someone's using this time wisely to wrap things up in their life, to wrap up loose ends, and especially if there's legal issues involved. Could be legal separation, dealing with that in the marriage, and that's why you're like, yeah, I'm all about giving that space, because I do not want to get wrapped up in a toxic situation. This could be you having dealt with somebody that was married, and you're like, yep, I'm moving on, I'm not dealing with that crap anymore, and they're like, you know what, I get it, I messed up, let me resolve this, and it's going to take a while, but hopefully you'd be willing to talk to me when I do have things wrapped up with my other relationship. It could be that like, you know what, it's for the best that I can't see you, because then I'd feel even worse and more stupid, and just let me get through this, and then I'm gonna come looking for you and grovel. Because this is somebody, honestly, this is like low drama here, and I know we got 4 majors, but this is someone who gets it and realizes, whoa, I gotta deal with some stuff. And they're taking responsibility. They might not have done things correctly, but they're aware of it, and they're taking responsibility for it. So I think that was part of the privacy that I was picking up on. It might be sheepish, but this is someone that is okay with the distance right now, because they see that it's necessary and it's time for them to clean up their business. But there's still a connection here. It's just not hot and heavy going strong. You two are being very respectful of each other's space and very understanding of each other's space. What else for Aquarius? What else for Aquarius? I like how protected you are, though. Can I just say? I like that you're not, things for you are not complicated at all. And that's deliberate. You work very hard to make sure they're not complicated. Meanwhile, this person that you're dealing with, things are, and I think that's why there's minimal effort and involvement on your part, because you can't fix it, and you don't want to be tasked or asked to do so. It's not yours. You can't fix it. You didn't break it. What else for Aquarius? Four of Cups. There, Four of Cups. Twice. Giving things time. Everything is, you're maintaining, they're maintaining, you're giving plenty of room to deal with their business, and you're maintaining your business, and everything's good. And it very well might be that this is a really great time for you, Aquarius, to be like, you don't have the complications that your person does. You're good. For the Aquarians I'm reading for, you're good. And this is a wonderful opportunity for self-care, like unexpectedly so. That you kind of surprise yourself how good things are, and you're like, oh, well, this is okay. I guess I'm able to focus on a few things that I let slide, or really able to focus on family time with my tribe. What else for Aquarius? What else for Aquarius? So, okay, good position. Okay, so Seven of Wands and Page of Wands. So this is not, yeah, this is a stronghold. This is you maintaining your position, and you're good where you're at, and there's delays, maybe some frustration, stop, start. It's okay though, because you two have this understanding that things are as they should be, and you are not over involving yourself, and you're good right where you're at, and you're keeping the focus on what you want and self-care and doing what you want, and being very choosy about where your energy expenditure is, so that it doesn't become toxic or unhealthy. Or I think you've been there for a while, and you are not about exhausting yourself again and running something into the ground just for the sake of being noble, or just because you could. So this is where things are right now. This is a non-starter. You're maintaining your position, and things aren't progressing because someone's dealing with a few things, and you're okay with that, and they're okay with you being okay with that. Like there's mutual respect and agreement here. And I have to, honestly, for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, hats off to your person, because they know that they know it's theirs to clean up. Whatever it is, they get that. They accept it, and you're not mad about it. They're not mad about it. Like, usually there's drama, and there's not here. So this is someone that gets it, and good for them. And good for you for staying in your own lane and not trying to, because you know what, then you don't respect the person. You go over there and you solve your problems, but because they didn't do it, it resurfaces. Then you get frustrated, and you lose respect for the person and yourself. This way, if it gets resolved, you two still have a chance. But if it doesn't, then there's no love lost really, because you've stayed in your own lane, and you didn't over-invest emotionally to where you need this to work out because all this time wasted. There's none of that. I like it. Okay. All right, Aquarius, thank you for stopping by. I hope this was helpful. Love and support to you, and I hope you're safe and you're with your tribe. And you take care.